we're gonna do a quick video that we did last night with Miss Ebony Davis. She's the owner of ebdelights.com, and she does cakes and a lot of good things like that. So we're gonna run that video, then we're gonna come right back and talk to you guys. All right.
Habari Entertainment proudly presents Habari Live. Habari Live. From Phoenix, Arizona. And you're listening to the Habari Live podcast. The show that brings you news, sports, and entertainment for people who love HabariEntertainment.com. Here are your hosts, Iesha, Jimmi, and Damon Dipleen Ellison. Let's get it going. We are all the way live.
Good afternoon. What's up with it? Now, today we're going to do a quick interview that we have with a special guest. So this is a special interview that we're going to do, and we're going to air tomorrow morning on the site. So it's going to be pretty cool to talk to Ebony about Eb's Delight and some of her treats and cakes that she has going on. So what's up, Ebony? How you doing?
I'm good, and yourself?
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
We appreciate you coming on a Friday night. I know it's kind of late, but we're going to get it going, man, and let the people know what you're doing out here, because you have a lot going on, and it's really, really, really beautiful what you're doing.
Thank you.
And everything is always, it looks good. Your pictures are going good, and everything looks great that you're doing. So tell everybody how you got into Eb's Delights and what made you start making your own treats and cakes.
Okay, well, I was working in corporate America, and they were doing like potlucks and all that good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And it was always like an easy thing for me to just go in and do a cake.
Right.
And so I started off making a lemon jello cake, which my grandma had taught me how to make.
Mm-hmm.
That was something I could do when I came straight home from work, pop in the oven and be done with it and ready for the next day. And so one of my coworkers, he kept bugging me to make him a cake. And I was like, I don't sell cakes. And so he was like, come on. He kept harping about it. So I finally caved in and I did it for him.
Mm-hmm.
And after that, a lot of my other coworkers started to ask. I was like, see, Bruce, see what you started. So after I did make him one, I started making other people cakes as well. And it was just like in the like the chafing dish where they have like two pans in there.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so it would just be just a straight pan, one of those pans. And I would just bake the cake in there, ice it up. It was nothing fancy, nothing like what I do now. And I would just sell them for $12.
Wow.
And so everyone was like, for Thanksgiving that year, they were like, well, can we buy cakes from you? I was like, y'all not gonna buy no cakes. Don't waste my time, you know? So I left the sign up sheet for them to order at work. And when I came back to work the next Monday, it was over the weekend. I had left early. And when I came back, I had 80 orders by the time it was time to deliver for Thanksgiving.
Wow.
So I was like, okay, here we
go.
Dope.
That's dope co-workers.
Yeah.
And people and the word got out.
Yeah.
That's all it is. People like, her cakes are great.
Yeah.
You got to order one.
So I was making the cakes in those pans and then platters for Thanksgiving as well.
Wow.
So it went very extreme, way better than I ever imagined.
Right.
So I was like, I guess it's something here, you know? And then they did like big layoffs at the company that I was working for. And I was telling one of my friends, I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do as far as like work now. So she was like, what do you mean? You make cakes. So I was like, I'm not trying to do that for a living, you know? And so she was like, you should. Like, your cakes are very good.
Right.
And if you can learn how to decorate, you'll be in the game.
Yeah.
And so I was like, okay, I'm going to try it out because I'm tired of you bugging me about it. So I'm going to try it. And I haven't stopped since then.
Man,
and that was like in 2012.
Wow.
So far, I've been riding till the wheels fall off.
That's crazy.
And
yeah.
I remember them sheet pan cakes.
Really?
Yeah. So
Well,
I
you ain't
mean,
never bring me any home, so
Look,
they wasn't making it out the job. They wasn't
they
making
couldn't
it.
make it out
They
the
weren't
door.
making it out the door.
They
Huh?
couldn't make it out
she
the
done
door.
told on her own self.
Right.
But no, that, and then when I came to Arizona, I just picked it up and just started to make. When I was working in corporate America, I would
Mhm.
take them to work with me, and
Wow.
just network that way.
Yeah.
So
Man, that's crazy. Use the people and the environment that you're in.
absolutely,
You know what I mean? That's
absolutely.
definitely something that you learn right there. You never know.
No.
And some people get to work and they're like, screw them people. I ain't talking to nobody.
Mhm.
But sometimes, man, you never know
They're gonna be your
if
biggest
if
supporters.
you open
Yeah.
up
Yeah.
a little, people might
Mhm.
come in.
Mhm.
You never know. You know what I mean? And I've worked with people who get mad because I don't mind talking about my life. These are some people. A lot of people don't want to do that. And they
Mhm.
want to keep their life and everything separate. But sometimes you never know. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? It
Mhm.
might be a situation where, hey, I do this on the side, and they build you up and help you to get to a spot where you can build your own company, and
Right.
you're not working there anymore.
That's right.
You know what I mean? So
That's
the,
right.
the dream is not always dead. It's always a way, man. So when you were younger, did you have any aspirations of desserts, cooking, or anything like that?
I've always loved desserts, but as far as if someone would have told me that this is what I'll be doing right now,
You wouldn't
I
have
would have
believed
been
it.
like, you're lying.
Wow.
I went to school, I got my degree, all that good stuff. It's in business management, but
Right.
I was like, okay, I want to be a manager.
You want to manage
and
someone
yeah,
else's business.
Yeah,
Right.
that's what I thought.
Right.
But the tools that I got from my degree, I
Mm.
was able to really implement
There you go.
within my own business.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I like that I know what I'm working with
Mhm.
because I have accountants, I have people, I have a team that helps me run
Yeah.
my business,
Mhm.
but I understand what's going on behind the scenes as
Right.
well. So
Yeah, man, that's big
mhm.
because I think we're trying to build, and it's hard when you don't have the education
knowledge.
that you need, and you're learning on the job,
Mm.
and you're learning while you're doing it. So sometimes I feel kind of handicapped because I don't have that knowledge that you have.
Mhm.
So education it's always key. You never know.
Yeah.
You never know
Yeah.
when that information might be valuable to you.
And my weakness, I'm happy that I do know my weakness, but
Mhm.
is marketing.
Yeah.
And a lot of people be like, you do so well with it, but honey, if I can hand that over to somebody right now, I would.
Man.
But just learning the channels of that
Mhm.
and just growing with that
Right.
through trial and error.
Yeah.
That is, it's part of it.
Yeah. I mean, we pride ourselves in trying to be we're gonna I'm not gonna say try, then we are a
Mhm.
marketing company. But it's hard.
Mhm.
It's hard to figure out the markets.
Mhm.
You have to figure out the people that you're marketing to,
Your
Mhm.
audience.
the audience,
Your lead magnets, all
yeah,
that
I
good
mean,
stuff.
it's so tough. And
Yeah.
then you're trying to bring in other companies and tell companies that we can do this for you
Mhm.
when you're still trying to figure it out for
Mhm.
yourself.
Right.
So it's all tough, man. And we want to bring in companies to help for we can build this,
Mhm.
but at the same time, it's hard,
Yeah.
because they're like, what have you done? You don't have traction yourself, so we don't feel like, so it's all a game, man. And hopefully we get better at it ourselves, man,
Yeah.
because marketing, you're doing a good job though, because
Thank
this is
you.
dope.
Thank you.
We haven't thought of doing little things like this. This is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Especially something to leave around, and
Mhm.
especially for like thank yous, and
Mhm.
this is cool to come with. And then the next person is going to see this, and
Mhm.
they're going to be like, oh, that's cool. Let me hit them up. So
Yeah.
this
Thank
is a
you.
good idea.
And I know we all eat with our eyes first
Mhm.
before anything.
Most
And I
definitely.
am big on presentation.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to make sure that I put something together where it could catch your eye.
Right.
But not only that, once you taste it, you're not gonna leave.
There you go.
You solid.
So who was your inspirations when you said I'm going to start decorating, and who did you look at and study to get your style down?
I didn't. I just started.
You just started
I
doing
just
it.
started taking classes.
Okay.
And when I started taking classes, I didn't know what to expect. I went into it more with an open mind.
Okay.
And I was surprising myself at
Wow.
how great I was doing
Mm-hmm.
with just embracing
Okay.
the whole concept.
Yeah.
Some of the orders that I would get from customers, a lot of times will be my first time doing it.
Right.
And I would underbid myself on the price that I would charge.
Right.
And I would be like, oh my gosh, I did so well. I'm like, shoot, if I had to do this again,
I'm
it's going to
charging
be
more.
the real
Right.
price, you know?
Definitely.
But then I got to a point where a lot of the orders that I would get
Mhm.
would be something I've never done before. And people
Right.
would be like, you've did that before. I'm like, no, this is my first time. But at the end of the day, like learning my worth,
Mhm.
you know, really helped me to be able to step up to the plate
Right.
and just embrace it full.
So did you take just classes that you found online and
No,
started taking them, or
I
did you
did
go back to school?
I did in-person classes with
Okay.
like, so in the cake community, there's so many like bakers out there that do teach you
Oh,
techniques that they know.
okay.
I was going to conferences, retreats.
Smart.
There's so many different things that I didn't
That's what
know
we need to
anything
do.
about
Yeah.
until I got into the cake community for real,
Yeah.
for real.
Okay.
So, you know, and then YouTube ain't never hurt
Right.
nobody, you
Right.
know?
Definitely.
So a lot of times if I get an order and someone's asking like, hey, can you do this?
Mhm.
If it was like a 3D cake or something of that
Right.
nature, I would go and look on YouTube first because I'm
Right.
a visual person.
Definitely.
So I would go look at it, see if that's something I could do, and
Mhm.
then I would respond
Go
like
ahead and
yay or
respond.
no, or,
Right.
you know.
Yeah.
So it worked out that way. But then when I started to tap into going to retreats, I
Mhm.
started to build up my cake community, which we call each other cake sisters now.
Right.
So we would be able to just, you know, bounce ideas off of each
Yeah.
other
Yeah.
and just help each other, give tips. And, you know, they're in all different states.
Right.
You know, so we would be able to bounce stuff off of each other
Yeah.
where it was not like we were competition.
Right.
We were building a
Help each
sisterhood.
other,
Yeah.
helping each other out,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what it's about.
Mm-hmm.
That is what it's about.
Yeah.
I want to ask, how did you come up with the idea to do the individuals slices and everything, and not doing the whole cakes?
So for a long time, I was doing the whole cakes as
Mhm.
well. But when I was living in California, when I first got started, I
Mhm.
was doing them in the individual portions,
Okay.
going to hair shops.
Oh.
I knew everyone out there, knew the shops in and out, so I was able to go to the shops and sell my slices,
Oh.
just so people would have an idea of if they had an event, they can consider me for the event,
Yeah.
and then I would be able to do their cakes.
So
Okay.
it was basically like you was just basically slicing the cake and giving it
Yeah.
out as samples or selling them as samples.
Yeah, sell it as samples.
Selling
It's
as
Yeah.
a
small,
sample.
so smaller portions for them to be able to not have to commit to a whole cake.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Okay.
so it, you know, it grew
That's
from
smart.
there. Yeah, it grew from there.
Mhm.
And then when I moved to Arizona, I
Mhm.
was like, how am I going to do this? I don't know anybody out here.
Right.
And so I did what I knew to do. I Googled black, you know, black businesses, you
Yeah.
know, black hair shops, black barbershops,
Right.
all that good stuff. And I was able to find, you know, a good 5 to 10 shops. And I was able to go to them. Once they tried out my stuff, then they were like, oh, have you heard of this shop over here?
Right.
And then it grew from there. So
Yeah.
now I go to shops throughout on the weekends.
Mhm.
Throughout the month, I go to
That's
like
dope.
27 shops
Right.
now. So
And that's, I mean, people can say, I hear a lot of people talking crap about Phoenix, but man, dude, when it comes to business and the black community, we most of the
Mhm.
companies out here help each other.
yeah,
And they do a lot
yeah.
to help each other to gain equity, to get economics, teachings, to help
Mhm.
each other to get grants. I've been helped so much by so many people in the black
Mhm.
community here, and I appreciate everything that everybody has done for me
Mhm.
because I've learned a lot, and people just,
and they're just willing to give that knowledge
yeah,
that
man.
they
Mhm.
have.
And that's what I'm saying, man. It's dope about Phoenix, and you know, people talk crap, but man, this is building something out here, and
It is.
people are
It's great for
it's new.
businesses,
Mhm.
for
So
small
we
businesses.
we have a place where we can start building stuff, and people are open
Mhm.
to black products, and they're
Yeah.
willing to try them and come get them. So I think it's a good place to build and to
Yeah.
get something going, man, because it's so new, and
Mhm.
we're just now coming into the city and building up something, because Phoenix that hasn't had that black infrastructure. We've been here forever, but not a
Right.
whole lot of us.
Mhm.
You know what I
Right.
mean? So it's getting to a point where it's a lot of us here. So we want to have our restaurants and our foods and our places that we can go and feel comfortable and get our food. Because I see people complaining about it all the time. There's not enough Black people stuff out here, but that's why we got to build it.
Yep.
That's why we have an opportunity to do something and make something out here and make ourselves feel proudful of what we've built and what we've done. And helping each other is a big way to make it happen.
Absolutely.
So what you bring for us today?
So I did bring a couple of different flavors that I will have available this weekend.
Okay.
So I brought it's a new flavor to the menu. It's a chocolate sour cream pound cake.
Oh goodness.
And then I have a pina colada pound cake.
Oh my goodness.
And then I did see you like the oatmeal cookies. So I brought the little chippers, the little oatmeal cookies. And then a red velvet Oreo brownie, and then
that's a brownie.
Yeah, and then I have a cookies and cookie butter Rice Krispie treat. That's one of the top sellers. So yeah.
My
so
goodness.
You ready to try some?
Let's do the pina colada. Let's try that.
All right.
Let's try that. Where we at, Jimmy?
15.
All right.
You say you saw her like the oatmeal?
Yeah, she loves some
Yes,
oatmeal
I've
cookies.
seen.
I love some oatmeal cookies.
That was you?
No, I'm gonna go like everything. See how much I can get.
That's funny.
I mean, this far. Let's see how far I can get me.
Yeah, man. The presentation is really lovely.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. And this is a good idea to have the little, like that's dope. Just individuals. It's just pretty dope.
So during the pandemic is when this really took off for me because a lot of people wanted to make sure that. Are you okay?
Yeah.
They wanted, everything closed up.
Right.
I'm gonna use a word that a lot of people don't like. That cake is moist.
Yes, ma'am.
I want to try. Moist. Goodness. Sure.
I don't know if I can share
Jimmy.
that, dog. I don't know if I can share that.
Raw reaction.
Huh?
Good.
Raw reaction.
Yes.
Oh, goodness.
I think I'm gonna have to get a whole one of those.
Yeah.
So how can you order a whole one if you want a whole one?
So now it is available starting in October 1st. I started making the whole cakes available on the site from now to the end of the year because of the holiday season. So
what is this pudding? It's a pudding cake?
It's a pina colada cake.
Man,
so
I'm telling you, I told you.
Pineapples, coconuts, and look, lots of love.
I don't even like coconut. I don't eat nothing with coconut in it.
Are you going into contests or anything like that?
No contest.
No.
I just do it because
you don't like any of that stuff?
I don't like the pressure behind it. A lot of my friends, they do like the different TV shows and stuff like that.
Go get her.
And was on to say they do a lot of the TV shows, and there's a lot of pressure behind that. And I want to stay because this is therapeutic for me, and I love what I do, and I wanted to stay in a place where it's good for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man, your cakes is beautiful. They taste delicious.
Thank you.
You are definitely on the right track. Please close that for me.
I am a terrible babysitter.
I see.
She sat down. She went like this. It just fell back. I was like, "What was that?"
Okay, we don't doing a show. So yeah, I want to smack in the thing. Bring up her website real fast for us. Share that for the people so they can see exactly what she's doing with these gourmet delights.
And then probably in like 2 to 3 weeks, I will have it available for people to order outside of Arizona to where I'll be shipping nationwide again.
Wow.
So I'm just waiting on the weather to cool off a little bit more.
Because by the time they get there, it melted.
I don't want the presentation to be compromised. Yeah. So that way they can enjoy just exactly what you're eating on right now too. So, yeah.
You are, man, hey.
And I'm so grateful because I know you were saying earlier, like in our community, everyone helps each other. Not even just us. I love the diversity within Phoenix that has tremendously helped my business.
Definitely.
I had a business to tell me about a program that they had for food industry companies.
Okay.
And it was called Prepped, and it was sponsored by ASU.
Okay.
And they had grants that they were given to help out food industry businesses so that they can make sure that they had everything in place. When I first got here, they paid for everything to be on point. So they paid for my insurance. They paid for me to have all of my licensing, all the classes that I needed in order for me to get all the certifications that I needed. And so they partnered me with a mentor. And I'm still, even though the program's over, I'm still connected with her still to this day. We're really good friends now, really good friends. And she has a coffee shop in Central Phoenix. And she's an amazing person in my family's life. You know, so I love that, you know, there's no like crabs in a barrel type of mentality that I've experienced as of yet here, but it's been tremendously a blessing for me.
Yeah.
You know,
in the I'll say it like this, in the hip hop community, we have those problems here, but it seems like in the business community here, it's really open and everybody's open to helping everyone. And like I said, everything that we've done, we haven't won any grants yet, but everyone has pointed us in the direction to get to places to help us to get to where we need to go. We need to keep talking to our mentor. I haven't even spoke to the person who's helped us.
But they did just have us do that one program.
Right.
So
and we kind of been disappointed because we didn't get it. So I need to talk to them and get back to my mentorships going, because, man, those things are important.
Yeah, they are.
And people don't, it's just that you're running a business, you're just so busy. You know, you got to just take out a couple moments and try to talk to someone to get some help, because sometimes you just don't realize how much that help can, those things can help you. And he's successful doing great things, and we need to hit Robin up. You need to make me remember to do that. Yes. But I want to thank you. Did you show the site yet? Or were you showing it?
I showed it for a little bit. Yeah.
Wait.
I was talking.
Right, but you got to say something. Go back to it.
I can only imagine.
Speaking of,
all right, so go scroll down so we can see a little. Which cake is this with the peaches here? That's a peach cobbler. What's that?
That's a peach cobbler.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Goodness. So how you come up with these desserts? You just rolling the dice and making this stuff?
No, so you know, I'm big on taking classes.
Okay.
Or if I see something online, and I'll tweak it out until.
Did Jimmy get a chance to try it? He
was so waiting. I got to work. I have one in my pocket.
Why don't you say something, bro?
I did. I tried to.
Yeah.
I said, speaking of,
I'll tweak it out until I get it to what I like it to be. So I'm not going to give anyone something that I don't particularly care for. So most definitely. And then I just took a pound cake class to kind of sharpen up my skills. Yeah. And I got some new recipes and I put them to work right away.
Girl, you are amazing. So what's this here with the orange and the white here?
Orange and the white.
Yeah,
in the middle.
Cake.
Yeah, in the middle. Yeah.
So that's a sweet potato pie pound cake.
What?
Yeah, these are all available right now, so that people can order them for like the holidays.
Look,
yeah,
that's money.
Yeah,
I'm coming to take some of your classes.
The what is it called? The pistachio cake.
Oh, that's pistachio. Wow.
That's like a big seller for me.
Yeah,
for sure.
That looks great.
Yeah.
And then so what's the other two? You got I think that's a red velvet.
I have a marble. I have a red velvet, and then I have a red velvet cookie butter.
Is that a banana pudding cake?
Banana pudding cake. No, that's a cookies and cream. Ooh. And then you have the carrot cake. It goes hard.
I bet that carrot cake goes so hard.
This weekend I have salted caramel carrot cake that's going to be on the menu. So
that sounds amazing.
Yeah.
If y'all ain't got y'all orders,
scroll down.
Y'all better go get them now.
Yeah.
That is strong.
Yeah, man. You got? You do cookies too?
I do cookies, brownies, Rice Krispies.
Those apples?
Yeah, the apples.
What was I gonna say? Peach cobbler.
The pineapple.
Yeah. So. You name it, I do it.
Wow. So is that a pineapple upside down?
It sure is.
Okay.
It absolutely is. And all of this work on here is not like, people get off the internet. This is all my work.
Man.
100% of it's my work. So
hey.
you
Eboni. Yes. Beautiful work.
Thank you so much.
And you really deserve everything that's coming to you, because I know
you.
it's nothing but success is coming to you, and you really, really deserve it.
I appreciate
So,
it.
what's the future for Eb Delights?
Oh, so many great things are coming down the pipes for me right now. I'm super excited that I will be available. I'm working on my dessert truck.
Okay.
So that I can be able to be a part of events,
There you
as
go.
well as I will be able to be a part of parties, parties for people to be able to order their goodies from me and rent out my truck so that I can be able to serve their guests.
And be able to do events, and you can just, man.
Yeah, so
that's really.
And then also I'm working on getting these into the grocery stores.
Oh.
So that I have customers as far as Buckeye all the way to me and to Tucson.
Right.
That will drive to me to get their desserts.
Man,
so I want to be able to be in their vicinity and their location so that they don't have to go far to get their sweet fix.
That is so dope.
So
it's gonna happen.
Yeah,
it's gonna happen.
It is.
You already speaking it into existence.
Absolutely.
And that's how you do things.
Yeah.
You make your words work for you. So tell people how to contact you and your website, and a good way to order the cakes if they want any.
Because that cake was ridiculous.
Thank you. I can't wait till you guys try the other goodies.
We're going
to. Was going to say, so my website is ebsdelights.com. On Instagram, I'm ebsdelights. On Facebook, I'm ebsdelights. It's spelled EBSDELITES. And I am available for you to order. If you go on at the top of the page, it says like curbside pickup or desserts or something like that. I don't know by heart because this is new. I just ever had it refreshed, but it's a retail section, and then it's also for desserts.
Okay.
I think that's how they can order that way. And then also for the nationwide shipping, there's going to be an area for that as well.
Oh, wow.
And then once they go to like the desserts, it'll go to the curbside pickup. They'll be able to
what was that?
A sneeze. I'm so sorry.
They'll be able to order like the whole cakes, and then I'll have a section once I put the Thanksgiving menu up.
Yeah.
They'll be able to just go straight to the Thanksgiving menu to place their order. So
hey, you are a business. You will be saying a business mogul in the future.
Absolutely.
We hope, and we really, really, really like what you're doing.
Thank you so much.
And we love your attitude, and the way that you presenting everything is really beautiful.
Thank you.
So we hope nothing but good things to you in the future. You guys got anything else you want to add?
Go order y'all one of them Eb's Delights.
Yes.
Let me tell y'all.
They tore this little cake up. Okay. It is
Let me tell y'all.
Yes.
Man, that cake was hidden, baby.
It ain't finna last too much longer.
Everything will be available this weekend.
Okay.
Starting tomorrow.
Okay.
So I am restocking all of the different flavors that I have for this weekend, and I will be in what's this called? Like off of Indian School area. Is that Central Phoenix?
Yes, definitely.
Okay. So I'll be like Central Phoenix. I'll be in Tempe. Where else will I be this weekend? Awatuki area, Chandler. Wow. So I'll be all over town. But if you want to order and link up with me, most definitely let me know. When I go to the shops, everything goes fast. Right. So if you can, place your order before I hit the streets in the morning.
Get your treats, man.
Yes.
Eb Delights. We really appreciate you coming on,
Thank
Ebony.
you for having me.
And like I said, we definitely will keep in contact with you, and we'll be ordering some stuff. Definitely. So I thank you guys for watching, and we'll be right back with more show. Thank you. Yo. Welcome to Habari Live. Welcome back to Habari Live. we was watching the Ebony Davis, who is the owner of Ebb Delights, and she was talking about her cakes and everything. And we really enjoyed speaking with her and learning about her business and letting everybody else learn about what she's doing. So, you guys, if you have any sweet tooth uh, cravings, make sure to hit her up and go to ebbsdelights.com and make sure you order today. We appreciate you, Ebony, for coming on and sharing everything. Now, let's get to today. That was yesterday. Let's get to today. Today, we have Miss Charise King. She's a voice actor, speaker, and MC. And she is the owner of What She Said Productions, right?
Yes, correct.
All right. Now, she's working on a stage play right now also, right?
Yes.
That's coming up called Unveiled Hearts.
Yes, it's on this Saturday, coming up on the 14th at the Phoenix Center of Arts.
Oh, that is dope.
Yes,
dope.
The producer is Hip Productions, Kim the Creative.
Okay.
And I just happened to I know her from just relationships, and she was telling me she was having to play, and she was like, I think I got a part for you, and it's a slum lords. And since I'm also my other career is a realtor, I have my own real estate brokerage.
You real estate. You've been in real estate for 20 years, right?
Yes.
Right. Yes. That is awesome. I mean, selling homes is not easy, up and down market, and it's a tough job.
Man, it's not for the faint of heart.
No, I bet. But I guess you've been able to navigate the world well. 20 years, that's a long time to be working in that field. Most people fold. Yes, most people do. So tell us about what is it called? What She Said Productions, and and what you're doing there.
What She Said Productions. I started that last year. I started that. Now I was saying that I wouldn't mind having my own speaking company or speaking to people. I was told that some years ago when I had my real estate company. One of my agents said, I had a dream about you speaking before people around a ton of people. I was like, what? So again, I believe that God will give you a premonition of what your future is like. So What She Said Productions is for me to speak about the things and the challenges that I've been through in life. However, though, to speak about how having so much faith that you'll do things that look strange to people, things that look ridiculous, and you'll even move across country after a murder of your brother and being held up at gunpoint. But I stand so much on the word of God that What She Said Productions is whatever God puts in my mouth is what she said, but it's coming from God.
Right.
And I know that sometime when I speak, it's not everything does not make sense, and it's not everybody don't want to hear, but it's what he told me to say. And so it's What She Said Productions.
Wow.
So I want to mentor, empower people, women, to let them know whatever you've gone through, don't give up. He's still, that dream that he put in you, he is still there.
Okay.
Whatever he tells you to say, whatever he tells you to do, is still there. Go ahead and trust yourself and do it.
Yeah.
And when you start doing it and taking the corresponding steps, he's gonna that step, he's gonna always guide and direct it. So like I'm here on your show. And so last year when I was doing a photo shoot, I said, I want to do some photos, because when I start having speaking or whatever, I need to have a catalog of things. And when I said I want to be a motivational speaker, and if you go to my website, you will see pictures of me with a microphone. But that was just me putting it out there. It wasn't really happening, but it was happening.
Right.
If you understand what I'm saying. So that's what she said.
That's how you do it. That's how you make things happen.
Exactly.
You got to put the energy out there.
Exactly.
And
Faith without works is dead.
That's real.
It's vibration.
We got a question from the audience. Stephanie is asking, what started you doing stage plays? How did you get started doing stage plays?
This is my very first stage play.
Okay.
So I believe just speaking in it, being in the right bright energy, be in the right company, and some people will see something in you that you may not see in yourself.
Right.
And what it'll do, it'll stretch you and mold you, and anything fear that you may have, any self-doubt, anything that you have. But it's also good because it allows you to expound, to believe in yourself and not doubt. And it makes you just learn more about yourself and what you can do.
Right.
Because if I can do this, then what else can I do?
Right.
But also who's watching me, who might have wanted to do it before and who was afraid. So I just happened to be asked by a lady that does plays here. Her name is Kim the Creative of Hip Productions. She did one back in June. It was a really great play, and I went and supported her that. And we were, might have been doing something together at an event, a function. And she said, we were talking. She said, I might have a part for you. And I was like, and she's like, it's a slumlord, and about your business, those things. And so me being in real estate. And so here I am. It's Saturday, and I Learn my lines and oh Heavenly Father. Yeah. So
No,
that's
that's
how.
cool though. You never know where things are going to lead you in life.
Yes,
When
exactly.
you turn into the arts. Now I see you said you were talking about you MC. When you mean MC, do you mean like hip hop or you mean like you MC to you run a crowd?
Well, so there's I was a member of an organization and I did the Girls' Day party and that was my first event where I MC. It's a annual event that women go to, women business
Mm-hmm.
owners, and I MC there and I did such a great job
Okay.
because I'm not really afraid to talk, as you can
Right.
probably tell. And so then now I'm living in Maricopa and I do the monthly Maricopa Indoor Block Party. So
Mhm.
the promoter, he gets other well-known artists to come into Maricopa because
Okay.
it's a small community,
Definitely.
and so they come out. And what I do is I MC and I host and I introduce and keep the crowd going and
Yeah.
laugh and talk and
Yeah.
dance. And so I just that's just I love doing that. I feel like I just feel in my own world. I'm confident in doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really cool
Mhm.
because not everyone is wants to be in the public eye and out there
Right.
doing those type of
It
things.
requires a lot.
Definitely, it definitely does, man. Because not everybody want to be in that eye. And,
Yeah, because you're under scrutiny and
right,
everybody's
definitely,
watching. And I
everybody
never
looking at you.
right, and I never thought of it that way. And I'm like, oh gosh,
Right.
wait, hold on.
I always, when I was doing music, I always thought of it just do what you came to do.
Right.
Don't worry about what everybody else is thinking or saying. My tablet. So you already know that's the little one coming in with a
This
tablet.
this is live.
Exactly. It happens.
Mhm.
So, tell us what you think the future. What does the future hold for what she said? What your productions? What is it that you dream of this company becoming?
Well, what I dream of it that other people who want to start speaking or acting or even being a motivational speaker or telling their story.
Yeah.
I want to be able to, train and motivate and mentor people, but also while I'm doing that, I'm learning something from them as well.
Right.
Because you'll learn from somebody else's story
Definitely do.
and what they've gone through. Because
Mhm.
we'll see a person and we'll look at the outside, but not know the interior, what they've gone through. They
That's
just
real.
look like this, but you don't
Mhm.
really know the cost of the oil.
That's real.
But the one thing about my future is currently I am also a co-author in the anthology
All right, all right. We're back. We just had a power outage in this joint. Weird stuff, man. But welcome back. We're gonna act like we just keep rolling. Um, everything good?
Jimmy, we all good?
Yeah. It's
All
on
right.
you. I'm looking at
At the live connection. Yeah, it should be cool. But the internet stayed connected. It's weird. I don't know why how it did that.
Yeah, I don't know
I
either.
don't know either.
Hmm.
Who knows? All right. So you said your playwright is starting tomorrow. You said this weekend?
The 14th. So
Oh,
I'm
next
a
week.
yeah.
Okay.
The 14th on next Saturday. We have rehearsal again, but I'm a cast member. I Miss Milcom,
Hmm.
the slumlord, the landlord, but it's the playwright is Kim, the creative of
Right.
Hip
That
Productions.
she the one that created
Yes.
and everything.
Yes.
Definitely, most definitely. So yeah, man. Getting together and becoming. So you think are more about events than more than productions like playwrights and things like that, or movies? When you're talking about production, it's more about event productions.
Well, event productions. But I never even thought about me myself being producing something. But when you do something, as you start to go through it, God will start giving you vision and opportunity to
Mm-hmm.
do it. So that could be a possibility. So the production is for me to be a motivational speaker. That's
Okay.
one thing that I really, really want to do is empower, encourage people, and tell people to always bet on them.
There you go.
Never discount yourself. Because like
Right.
with me, it's a segue of twofold. With me being a realtor and a real estate broker, quite often people will say, but what if they don't accept the offer? And I always tell you, well, what if they do? What if it just works out? Why do we always count ourselves out before we count ourselves in?
That's real.
So it's about changing the mindset of the possibility it just might work out.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also about the transforming of the forming of the mindset. You be
Okay.
transformed by the renewing of your mind. So every
Okay.
day we have to renew our mind. It's what you speak, what you eat, who you hang out with, and who you
Mm-hmm.
talk to. So those are the things that's more important. But what I do between the dash of me being born and when I go home
Right.
is what I do. So that thing I believe is empowering people. And empowering people doesn't always mean motivational speaking. It could be just me being up emceeing, making people feel good and enjoying self, because you don't know what somebody's going through, and they may say
Mm-hmm.
her energy, her character, how she treats people, her love, her laughter, that may make me feel better, and that may inspire them to go out and do something different than what they were doing.
That's real.
Because when you're out and about, when you're emceeing or speaking to doing motivational speaking,
Mm-hmm.
you may just say something or do something that may trigger somebody to want to do something different. Somebody who may be downtrodden, depressed, or feeling unworthy, or not even that. Maybe a person who don't even have self-love and don't
Yeah.
even know that what you're accepting is not acceptable.
Right. That's cool though. I mean, because sometimes people need it.
Yeah.
Some people need motivation. Some people need that talking to. Sometimes it'll catch a fire within them to make that decision that next day to get up out of bed and go get that job or go get that promotion that they were putting off. You know what I mean? So motivational speaking, some people are not all the way into it, but me myself, I'm like, whatever it takes you to feel like you need to get to that next point, that's what you have to do. If you feel like other people talking to you and talking you up is that what you need, do that. If you need to go to church for you to feel better and that's what helps you to get to the next point, do what helps you to succeed. And that's what I'm about. It's not about because not one size fits all.
That's right.
Because some people need other different ways of getting motivation. But having motivational speakers and people that talk about the things that they went through definitely helps people all the time.
Right.
Have you thought about writing a book?
Well, but now I'm actually a co-author of a book. That's what we were doing. She said yes to herself unapologetically.
Okay.
And so that's going to be a book, an anthology of 30 other women who are telling their stories.
Okay.
It's women, but when you think about it, the stories are not gender-based, because even a man could look at that book and read it and say, oh, a similarity, or if this person got through it, it'll give them a viewpoint of, oh, I can do this. I can think about getting out of this situation.
That's
or
real.
if it's stagnant or if it's not something healthy, realizing that, oh, I didn't think of it that way, because it's all about mindset and thinking
Right.
of it. And sometimes you have to, well, the word says in everything, get wise counsel. So in the book, it'll be wise counsel. So I'm a co-author in that book. And I'm speaking on how I got to Arizona, what happened and transpired to get me here. And in that, how, although those things had happened, I had to realize, to write the pen, realize that's not my story. That's not the end of my story. So it depends on what a person thinks. If you say that's your story, then you're probably right.
Right.
If you say you can't, you're probably right. If you say you can, you're probably right. Is this really about that? And so not only motivate, I don't want to just motivate somebody to feel good. I want you to move and do something. That's the difference.
Right.
That's the difference.
And you're, from Kansas City, which is, a tough city. And making tragedy. I heard you speak on the tragedy that you and you're trying to take that tragedy and make it into something positive.
Right.
Which is always a great thing, man, because we all go through terrible things out here. A lot of people, parents losing children. We have so much violence and gun violence going on within the cities.
Yes.
Within our schools. We just have so much.
Right.
So nowadays it's definitely needed, and we need someone who's seen it, who's been through it, to speak about what they've been through, to hopefully keep someone from making a bad decision.
Yeah.
Keep someone from purchasing that gun, or going in that school with that gun, or going against their wives, or whatever is going on.
Yes.
Because those are the people that suffer the most, when suicide, women, children.
That's true.
And everybody think, oh, gang members, and no, it's the people that suffer: suicide, women, and children. Because those are the most vulnerable people. And that's what happens all the time. And we think it's shootouts and gang members. Nah, man, that's not how it goes. We're the ones that's getting hurt.
Yes.
So I'm sorry to hear about that. You said it was your brother, right?
Yeah, my brother was the third family member in my family that had been murdered.
Wow.
Yeah, and so it's this was July 12th, 1988. And I had came back home from passing my cosmetology exam. And my cousin and I, we were really close. And my mother came to wake me up. And I don't want to tell the whole story because you read the book, my chapter talks about this, but I remember my mother waking me up and telling me that he had been shot execution style.
Oh, my goodness.
And I remember after that happened, I was afraid of the dark. I was just afraid of a lot of different things. But I had remembered at that point, my brother was 12 years old.
Oh, my goodness.
And I had always had this fear that would be how he would leave here. That did happen. It did happen, but I'm glad that I had the relationship that I had with my brother. And so he would want me to go on and live and love. And so in that things, even after that happened to him, I was held up at gunpoint 3 weeks later. And so, yeah, I just so many things had happened in that time span. And so the chapter of my book is called Faith Zona. And the book is, you can pre-order the book on my website, What She Said Production. We also will be having a launch on October the 12th, where you can buy an ebook for 99 cents.
Okay.
So, but if I want to do one thing, you asked me about the future, I want to do a book signing. So if people want to buy the book, and I do a book signing and share with them, but also even in the book signing, it may be able to help someone heal through their tragedy and what they're going through. Because it's not just about the book signing; it's about how you connect and how you help someone heal.
That's real.
But it's not only for them to heal; it's also still healing me. Because sometimes when I've gone and encountered things, I realize over time, where is this anxiety? Where is this fear coming from? I get real shaky. I get real anxious. And I'm like, and I'm not a afraid person, a scared person. But sometimes I'm like, since so many things have happened, I get that way because I'm like, I don't know what I'm going to do to you.
Right.
Because I'm in fear. So what I would do is, so that I don't do anything, I'm going to remove myself.
Yeah.
Because in my mind, it's going to be either me or you, and it's not going to be me. And so I don't want that. I have too much. I still feel that people are still counting on me. Still, people are still rooting for me. Still, my nieces, my nephews, my family members, or whatever, or people who know me. I still feel that I still have something to give. So in order for me not to lose that and be behind bars, I'm going to remove myself.
Yeah, that's the smartest way to do things. A lot of problems will be solved. A lot of people would still be here if everybody was able to think.
Yeah, I'm
way.
like, I think I better remove myself because I'm like, I'm feeling something that's not a good healthy feeling. So I'm going to remove myself.
Back in the day, I could just come to a place and I just feel the energy, and I'm just like, man, nah, I already know something about to happen here. I could just, as soon as I walk in, I'm like, it's about to be a shootout, fighting, I'm out. because I can already tell, and I don't need this in my life. I'm
Right.
trying to, I don't,
Right.
I'm good.
Right.
So we appreciate you coming on and telling your story. It's tough to talk about things like that, man, and it's really tough, and we appreciate that. We're gonna take a quick break, and we're gonna be right back. And when we come back here, we're gonna do some news and talk about some things like that. All right, let's go, Jimmy. I'm back. Let's run Habari News real fast, bro. That's what I thought you.
Now, this week's Habari News Weekly with Damon Dipling Ellison. Sponsored by.
Let's say we sponsored by Valley Boys Association, man. That's the homies. We appreciate them working with us, and everything business wise, man. It has ups and downs. You know what I mean? It's gonna be some ups and it's gonna be some downs. It's gonna be some things that change and switch up. Maybe sometimes we go up one week, one next week is back down. But as long as we stay diligent, man, we're gonna be good. Let's talk about some news. First, we got Walgreens walkout. Your pharmacy might be closed next week because employees at two of the largest drugstore chains in the United States say harsh working conditions make it difficult to safely fill prescriptions, which could put the health of the customers at risk. Now they're demanding change by staging a series of walkouts across the country. Pharmacy employees at some Walgreens stores, including pharmacists, technicians, and support staff, are planning to walk out on October 9th through 11th. An organizer who asked to remain anonymous for fear of retribution from the chain confirmed to news agencies that some employees plan to walk out for just one day, while others expect to shutter their pharmacies for all of these days. Employees at more than 500 of America's approximately 9,000 Walgreens stores across the United States have expressed interest and solidarity. A Walgreens pharmacy employee and walkout organizer said, through fewer will likely end up participating. Walgreens stores, man, that's what they have been for the last 15 years. They have went down. I remember when we was kids, Walgreens used to be going there. The stores were always clean,
Oh, they
always
used to be
immaculate.
clean.
They was always nice. And now you go in, they're dirty, they're filthy. It's hard to find a person to even get help.
Yes.
I don't even want to go in
be
their stores
empty.
anymore. It's empty. I
There's
don't
a
even want to go in
There's
there.
a Walgreens next to my school.
It's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
I mean, they've given up on taking care of the customer, and they just have empty stores.
Yeah.
So if I don't understand what they're doing or what they're trying to do, but it's not working. So
It's like a ghost town.
I'm
It is.
thinking
What you thinking?
that the food products, maybe some of like the other stuff they got on the shelves is what's keeping them afloat, because it can't be their prescriptions.
no, the drug prescriptions is probably what's doing it. The other stuff is just icing. The drugs is
That's a
what.
distraction.
Yeah, well, they're little cakes and stuff that you buy as you got your drugs on the way out. That's just hey, we got some stuff for you to buy on the way out.
And now they got
Right.
all types of stuff.
But it
Cakes,
used to be
cookies.
cheap. It used to be cheaper. It was always more expensive. But at
Now
least
they
it
got
was
them little Debbie
decent
cakes.
stuff.
Man, them little Debbie cakes is
Man.
$3 now. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's not even worth buying anymore. It's so expensive.
They're
So-
just as expensive as going to the gas station.
Yeah, no, they're worse. They're 2 times worse than the gas station. They suck. So get it together, Walgreens. Are you people gonna walk out? And hey, that's on you, man.
Well, they already about to walk out.
I think they've overextended themselves. There's too many stores.
Too many.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
so
just
many.
it's too many. It's too many. Cut down. You got 9,000 stores. We probably don't need half of them.
But they got them in the wrong location.
I don't know. They just Walgreens is ghetto now.
How many of those Walgreens or CVS's do you find in our neighborhood?
They try to be right next to each other.
They do.
If there's a CVS, they try to build a Walgreens at least close.
Which I don't understand why.
I don't either. It's dumb.
It's just like with Circle K and
you would
QT.
want to be away from the person, your competition,
Yeah,
but
that's like Home Depot and Lowe's.
They're right next to each other.
Like,
next every time.
Circle K, QT.
Every time. I don't know why they do that, but that's what they do. So we got ex-Trump org executive testifies that Eric Trump led him to inflate values of some of their properties.
Wow.
So yeah, man, these dudes are frauds, man.
Yes,
they are frauds, and I'm happy that it's coming out because everybody's known this for years that these people aren't as rich as they say they are, but they're frauds. So wow, dude, how did I mess this story up?
That's about asking about his birth certificate. Let's see, he was asking about Obama's.
Right, exactly.
Let's ask about yours.
That's what we should be thinking about. So I don't have all the ins and outs in this story. I messed it up, but that's what it's about. Eric Trump, they inflated the value, I know, of the Mar-a-Lago, the Trump properties in New York. They overstated the size of their places.
So with me being a realtor, that's fraud, and that's to go to jail. Because trust me, I know people who they had the silver bracelets and orange jumpsuits.
Right,
that's fraud. So
and it's already been proven that they've done this. They have the paperwork showing that they've inflated the size of their buildings.
I think
making them larger than they actually are.
Yeah, I think one of the buildings they were saying it was only like 13,000 square feet or something like that. And he inflated it so much to say that the square footage of the building or unit was 31,000 square feet or 32,000 square feet or something like that.
You can see the difference between 13,000 and 31.
Right.
I mean, Ray Charles can see that.
Right. I don't understand how he was getting away with it because you got people that come and do inspections, right?
He's paying them.
The appraisals,
so the appraisers and inspectors and stuff like that. So
he's greasing them up.
So if you do that, that is a misappropriation. That's fraudulent, and that means that what you're doing in the appraisal, the information and the values are not right, which will affect all the other properties around. Because now either you're going to go up or go down, so you can't do that.
So everybody might lose money because his
everybody
value
in that
inflated.
area
is going to lose money,
right?
But then hopefully that should make the DOJ in the real estate industry where they go back and really make sure that there's some fine-tooth checking when people are getting, which that's already done though, when you're doing the appraisal or doing inspections or things like that, misquoting size and bedrooms and things like that, you can be sued for that.
Yeah. Well, he's getting sued. He's in big trouble right now. So we'll see what happens. I'm just like this is what happens when you think that you can get away with things like this.
Privilege.
So, and they said he's been doing it for years.
Of course.
So let's go on to Kevin McCarthy has been removed as the House Speaker in the historic vote. So the Republicans they're a mess right now, man. We don't know. They're just a mess, and they're in there making decisions based on I don't even know what. They're mad at the guy because he worked with the Democrats to get something passed for the government won't shut down.
Yeah, they didn't want him to work with the government.
They wanted the government shut down.
So the government didn't want to work with the government. That's what
basically,
you
yeah. He was a Republican,
right?
And he went to the Democrats to get help because the Republicans they were being too crazy.
They was just like, nah, we ain't.
They didn't want to work with anything.
So he was more acting like an independent.
Well, I mean, back in the day, working with the other side was normal.
That was
that was normal, right?
That's right.
That's how you get things done.
Right. You work with the other side,
but
you come
now,
to a compromise and agreement.
Everybody's polarized and extremist, and everybody wants to kill the liberal, down the liberal, hurt the liberal. So now it's just let's shut down the government just because we feel like it. And we only got 45 more days, and we're gonna have to face this again. And they don't even have a leader right now because they have to replace Kevin McCarthy, and they have no idea who they're gonna put in there. They're talking about Jim Jordan. They're talking about Donald Trump, which he can't even be the leader of the House.
I mean, why? Why would y'all want to go back to that?
And then there's several states that are making it so where he can't even be on the ticket to run for president.
Yeah, several states are
You
suing.
mean Trump?
Yeah,
That's do you want him to run?
No.
Oh, okay.
No,
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's other states.
But it's just
it's people that do want him to
it's
run.
crazy that he has their
bias, their buy-in. The
he
other
has
ones.
everything from the Republican Party.
Right, from
they
the
are just
buy-in.
100% Trump. But you still have some people, and that's the problem. There are some fringe people who are against Trump, and they're fighting back. And they're like, we're gonna lose the party. We're gonna lose everything if we just keep throwing in with him. But them guys don't want it. You got Marjorie Taylor and that dude that looked like Matt Gaetz, who looked like Beavis and Butthead. He looked like Beavis. No, I'm sorry, Butthead. That's what he looked like. But Matt Gaetz.
Go ahead and share your opinion. Go ahead. You know what I hear in my head? Y'all know that song. May know the song is an old song. It was I don't know who's singing. The whole world is laughing at me.
Mm-hmm.
That's what the whole world is laughing at us.
Whole world's laughing at. I know it.
Yeah.
Mo G used to pump that. It's a good song. Yeah, man. But it's definitely a disgrace, and we'll see what they do to get a new Speaker of the House in there, man. But this is why we need to vote. One more story I want to talk about, but I didn't bring a picture in, is that New Orleans is now another state that's being sued because of their districts. All the southern states that where most of the black people live, none of these southern states have more than one predominantly black district. How is your state 50% black and none of the districts are black? One? How does that work? So the gerrymandering is being sued, and New Orleans, Alabama, Arkansas, Georgia, all these places are being told that they need to have more than one district that's predominantly black, because it's no way that this isn't. And they've been cheating for years and years and years, keeping black people from have representation in these states, and they're trying to keep them in check. But Alabama, they were told to go back to the drawing board, and they came back with the same plan that they left with. They refuse to give more. They don't want more representation for black people down there. And this shows you how important it is to vote.
It is,
because they're doing. The Supreme Court is what's making them do this, and it was Republicans. It's like, this isn't fair, and this Republicans on the Supreme Court. It's like, y'all have to give these people at least one more district, for they can have fair representation. They don't have. How is no black congressman from all these states?
That's right. I agree with you on that. You can't.
Right. 40-50% of the state is black.
So you got to have someone. So I'm also on the Diversity, Equity, Inclusion Committee for the state of Arizona for communication, and we're working there. Even at the top of the NAR Association, there's got to be more diversity. It's got to. If you have an organization or a company or whatever it is, it can't just look like one, because that's not diverse.
That's not what America is. It's never been.
No.
And it's never fair to have a whole group of people running everybody and making everybody decisions.
Because you can't make decisions for us because you don't know what our culture is and what we think.
That's real.
So we got to go out and stand up and vote and speak up.
That's real, man.
Yeah. So when people think that their vote doesn't count, your vote does count, because then you can't complain later on, but you didn't vote.
That's real. And the people who don't vote, they love to complain the most.
Yes.
You didn't vote. You didn't make your voice heard. It doesn't matter. The politics behind things doesn't matter. You get up, you make your voice heard. Just like in these states where they're doing the gerrymander, we're fighting. They're fighting. There's people who are out there fighting to make sure that we have more representation than just one. So it's a fight, and it's gonna keep going. And I'm with the people down there in New Orleans, and hopefully they come to the Republicans down there who somehow stay in power.
Yeah, you got to change.
I don't understand it. It's so weird. It's because they're cheating. We all know they cheat. Yeah. If half of the people down there are liberals, how do they win every race? Because we know that 100% of people in your state is not Republican.
That's right.
You know what I mean? We know that 100% of the white people are not Republicans. No way.
Right.
No, if you're in Mississippi, we're gonna say maybe 70% of them are Republican. There's gonna be 30% of them that's liberal. In Mississippi, and then the black people are usually liberals. So that means there should be some more Democrats winning.
Yes.
How? Y'all cheating. Gotta be. you have
That's
to
the
be.
only way.
It's the only way that the state's 50% black, and black people are 90% liberal.
Right.
Right.
How are they losing everything? It don't make sense. So what you got, babe?
This week, I don't know if you remember, but back in January,
Uh-huh.
the city of Rio Verde foothills
Okay.
out here, they cut the water off of
Yeah,
their residents.
Scottsdale cut them off.
They cut
Yeah.
the
Water
water.
supply.
They cut the water supply off.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So
remember that.
now they're going to provide water for transport to the residents.
Yeah, but they have to pay for that water, though, right? Because I think I remember something like
Yeah,
that.
it was a big
because
fight.
it's a third party company, and so in order for you to have water shipped into your community, that company has to be paid for that. You have to pay for that.
Well, Scottsdale, they felt as though they were they were losing water and not
'Cause-
gaining money. So I guess
Yeah,
I don't understand what they mean by transport though.
So what they're going to do is starting Monday, October 9th, the city of Scottsdale will begin providing water for transports to residents living in the Rio Verde foothills area.
Mm-hmm.
So according to the release from the city, Scottsdale-owned water supply will not be used. Instead, an additional allotment will be given to Scottsdale for them to treat,
Wow.
and then they're going to provide that to haulers to haul it
over there
into Pima County.
So what needs to
Pima
happen
Fill
is
Station.
that what's the name of the city again? Verde.
Rio Verde.
Rio Verde
They
foothills.
need to build their own water treatment plant because Scottsdale does not want to deal with that crap.
Yep.
Because they're having to treat their water and then they have to send the
haul-
water
now they're gonna have to haul it
unless they create a piping
to the
system
Pima
that
Road
goes
fill station.
from there all the way over there. They got to keep traveling.
And then residents got to go to the fill station to pick up water.
Oh my goodness.
That sounds like
What's going on is that city is not all the way incorporated.
Yeah.
And they don't have all their infrastructure built yet
that's right.
to be able to get all the water to the residents. So it's there a little while away. This is something I never heard of, man. 'Cause living back in the Midwest, I've never heard of this.
Right. Because
You know
we
what I
didn't
mean?
have water problem issues
I've
or whatever.
never heard
We
of
had
this.
water wells.
Yeah, most people got wells or they got
septic
lakes
tanks
or
septic
septic tanks,
pools and
right?
stuff
Yeah.
like that.
So
Water was plentiful
Plentiful.
water.
right.
So we didn't have that. So
I've never heard of things like this, but out here,
Yes, it's
water
different.
is an issue.
Yeah,
And,
it is an issue.
and they're either fighting with it or with the natives, or because they trying to take the water from them to
Yep.
give to us, or the natives are trying to take the water that we've been using and take it back. Either or, they're always
Yep.
fighting over here.
Yeah.
But the agreement that they came out with
Mhm.
is set to provide water to the Rio Verde foothills residents through December 31st
Oh my goodness.
of 2025.
Well, it gives them a couple years to try to get them a treatment plant going.
Ooh.
Hopefully, someone will
Yeah, but it
invest in
takes
the
at
money.
least when you're doing a construction of that size, it's going to take at least
3 to 5
right,
years.
right. And you
for
have
them
to
to complete.
with me being in real estate, you have to have at least when you get ready to build or whatever, you have to show proof that you have 100 years surplus of water.
Mm.
So, wonder where
They're gonna get that water from.
That
Right.
supply
Well,
going.
that, yeah.
I don't know because it from what they're saying and what they don't have any water.
Right. That's what
Because
they're
if
saying.
right, so if it's going to be tough.
Right. And so therefore, if they're purifying it, then you have to have a third party entity that's not even part of that.
Mm.
Then that means your water cost is going to be even higher because you have to use a third party to clean it and to ship it to you.
Yeah,
Exactly.
man.
And then think about the
Is it even
cost.
worth living out there?
That's what
Exactly.
That's I'm gonna say that now the real estate lots may be real cheap, but you can't get no water.
Right. Why are y'all even living out there?
Unless you buy enough land.
Unless they I live off grid.
They just, I mean, most of them, I'm thinking that's
But
how
you
they
gotta
are.
live off a grid, you gotta have some water.
Right.
You, grid
Yeah,
don't need no
man,
water.
You
right.
still gotta flush your toilet.
You gotta
Well, they
need you to
can-
shower.
Yeah. I mean,
Right.
but you know, there's a lot of people still live out there like that, man, where they go get their water and they live like old school people. They do their thing.
Yeah.
I
can't
don't
do
know
that.
how, man.
You're right.
Hey,
Just out there just
Like, hey, can you go down to the fill station real quick? I need to take a bath.
right. You
Fill
got to go get the
station.
water
That's
and
about
fill up the
5
tub.
miles.
Right.
Yeah, I'm good.
But all right, run the sports for me, bro. Oh, did you have anything else?
We got the hot mess. And then we can do sports. Or
All right, let's
however you
do
wanna
the
it.
hot mess and then we'll do the sports.
Get ready for the week's Hollywood Hot Mess with Iesha Rowan. Sponsored by
We're gonna talk about the Valley Boys Association again. and what they do clothing, gear, all type t-shirts, and they're always out and about. So and they should be doing a podcast here soon. So let's give them a shout out. What you got?
Love is Blind. Producers are being taken to court. They are being taken to court after one of the contestants claimed that she was sexually assaulted and says the incident might have been caught on camera.
And she's blind.
It's a show called Love is Blind.
Oh, you thought she was blind?
I'm thinking.
Yeah, that was like.
So all the contestants blind, right?
I
No.
love you too, baby.
What are they then?
I think
They
that's
mix
the name
cu-
of the
mix-
company. I mean,
mix-
the name
It's
of
probably
the,
just a
Mixed
blind
couples or
dating show.
something.
No, Love is Blind, as in
you put up with stuff that
you don't really
Is
know.
one of them really ugly? I don't understand the show. I'm lost.
I've never seen the show,
I've
to
never
be
seen the
honest.
show or the
Right.
show
I've
either,
never
but
seen it
I'm
either.
just going off of the name. I've never
Right.
seen
Right.
it either because I would
Just by based off of the name of the show is they're doing.
I'm thinking like it's
they're matchmaking and putting
Right.
couples together.
so it's like
and
somebody that's like really fucked up. I mean, really ugly, and then somebody that's really
It could
beautiful.
be.
You gotta Love is Blind. It's
It could be that.
Right,
It could
that's
be
what I'm
all,
thinking.
You're right. All kind of
It
scenarios.
could be
when you
all
say
the
that.
scenarios.
Right.
It could be somebody with a disability. It could be anything.
yeah, because Love is Blind.
But this particular contestant was saying that the person that she was paired with and they was filming and he
Whoa.
groped her and
What
he was doing all this other unwanted sexual
was it? A date?
Well,
love. It's like one of those
Yeah,
reality
that's what I'm
shows.
saying. Like, is it a
It's a
dating
reality
show?
show.
Right.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like
the
one of
dating
those
show.
reality
It's like The
dating
Bachelor.
shows.
No,
yeah.
or is it like
what's that? What with
90
the
day, 90 days?
90 Day Fiance.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like a 90-day fiance or something,
I'm
something
confused.
around along those
Yeah, I'm
realms.
gonna
Where
have
it's
to
a
look it up.
reality show,
Okay.
but that's what they was doing. But she said that
Unwanted touching and things like that.
happened. So now she's
They gonna be in trouble, man.
yep. So they're doing that.
Well, you see with Lizzo this week, she tell them that she wanted to get the charges dropped
Yeah,
because they were
she sent the petition to have the charges dropped
What
or the
happened
lawsuit
to
dropped.
well, a couple of girls who used to be dancers said that they
former
were
dancers.
assaulted and
They had a hostile work environment,
racism,
and
different
they was
things
being
like that.
they were being
I don't-
fat shamed.
Yeah,
basically.
fat shamed
That would be fat shamed by who?
by
Lizzo.
Lizzo. Right.
But she big.
I know. I didn't get it either, but that's what they're suing her for, and racism too.
Yeah,
So Yeah.
So-
sexual harassment. But I don't know. It was just so many things that was coming out with
the
her.
banana in the
with her.
tailpipe was the crazy one to me.
Right.
Huh?
They,
Okay,
they-
never mind.
right. You don't want to know.
That's why I guess I don't.
Oh no! I was thinking of Beverly Hills Cop. I don't think that was that meant. Was
No, that's not what I meant. Not Beverly Hills Cop.
Never mind.
Now that's a hot mess.
Yeah, that's definitely a hot mess.
Sexy Red. We ain't finna go there. But
I saw the
if
video.
you
It
know,
was
you
gross.
know. If you don't,
It
you
was
don't. You
terrible.
probably really don't
I
want to
don't
know.
wanna Y'all enlightening me to a whole bunch of stuff I don't think I want to know.
But
It's terrible.
let's just say
It wasn't pink.
it ain't pink.
But how do y'all know? That's what I've been seeing. Everybody posting. Did you see the inside? Because
I did.
the outside
did.
is
Did
different.
you see the video?
The outside is different than the inside. The inside is definitely brown, but the inside of every girl is pink. I don't
Oh my
understand.
God.
They called her.
Are we
They called her.
serious?
They called her young Popeye biscuit.
Yeah,
I'm
wow.
not. Okay.
Yeah.
That
Well,
that
This
was
is the hot mess part,
right.
right?
It's
I forgot
definitely
we're in that part of the segment. All right.
it's definitely
Oh,
a
yeah,
hot
it was
mess,
bad.
man.
It was,
Yeah.
it was bad.
She has been going viral for this. Everybody's talking about it, the video.
Yeah.
But
Did
you
she
know,
show her
this
stuff?
is the energy that she's been
She had
putting
a
out.
sex tape leak.
Yeah.
She leaked the sex
Sexy,
tape.
sexy red.
Sexy Red.
I don't even know who that is.
You probably.
It's probably a good thing.
Probably good.
Yeah, keep
Probably
on going.
You probably don't want to know. For real.
And then lastly,
you don't want to know. Yeah.
Sounds-
Jason Derulo
Oh,
has a new lawsuit, and then he's claiming that
why has he always got mess going on?
I don't know. He's saying he's calling
got-
bullshit.
He got short man syndrome.
He really do. But the new lawsuit is claiming that he fired an up and coming
See?
musician after she repeatedly refused to have sex with him.
Because he got a little bit
Yeah, for real.
Neanderthal.
I'm telling you, he always got some anger stuff going on.
He
He's
really
fighting
does.
people, throwing people out. I don't know. It's something always with Jason Derulo.
How
It
tall
really
he?
is. Like-
Short dude.
5'4", 5'5".
Oh,
Who knows?
He's a little short dude.
well, you know
Let's
they have
see.
that surgery now where people are taking bones and make themselves taller. I'm just saying.
Well, how they doing that?
I don't know.
Where they getting extra bones from?
Somewhere they put
Jimmy,
it. I
I
don't
guess.
know. I'm fine with my height.
Jason
Me too.
Derulo is approximately 6 feet tall.
Who? But that's
He's
not
not
short.
even short, right? So I don't know. He
So-
just have problems.
Oh, okay. That's not short.
I don't know, man.
I don't know.
I don't even know who that is either.
But
he's a singer from back early to about 2010, 15.
Yeah.
He had his heyday.
Oh man.
Yeah, his like yeah, it was, his
I
career was like
only
from
13
2000. It
when
started
I-
at 2009.
That's
He's a
him, right?
what?
That's him right there, right?
He's what?
what
What's
was
his main
song?
song?
See, it wasn't even that long because you can't remember.
I can't
Oh,
remember
Trumpets, I
either.
guess.
Trumpets?
Trumpets.
No.
Never heard that one?
I don't know. I don't know. I know. I
I think that's his most streamed song.
I really must be focusing on other things. I don't know these people.
Yeah, that's probably a good thing.
Yeah.
But all right, let's run
It's
the
called
sports.
What You Say.
What you say?
Yeah, What You Say. That was his most famous song. What you say?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I still don't know. I know the old tune.
Yeah. Okay. Stop. Don't
I'm
do
not
that.
gonna get copyrighted. I just
I'm thinking of
Yeah, I
the
remember
old
that.
song. What you
That's
say?
him?
And what
Yeah,
you
that's
do.
him.
I thought that was a chick.
No, that was him.
That was him. She did the chorus and he did the okay. All right, run the sports, Jimmy.
Where's it at? I can't really find it.
Habari Sports.
Cardinals getting ready for the Bengals
Another loss.
Sunday. So I thought Joshua Dobbs, he looked okay last week in the loss, man. He didn't look horrible. We didn't give up. We didn't bow down to the 49ers, even though we lost. I thought they played okay, man. He rushed for a decent 48 yards. I think they should maybe have him run a little bit more. And maybe that'll open things up a little bit for Connors and the running back. But I do think we have a good chance to beat the Bengals this week, man. The Bengals offense is just not clicking right now. So we got a chance. But I still think we probably lose 28 to 35 is my guess. But you know what I'm saying? We'll see what happens. Hopefully, we come out with a win, man, against the struggling 1-3 Bengals. They haven't been able to catch on this year at all. So anyway, we also got the Suns training camp is starting. Oh, that's supposed to be a celebration. But anyway, we got the big three in the house: Bill, Booker, and Durant. We got a lot of new players in there. I'm hoping that when we do the starting lineup this year, that Case Geo is playing, because I want to go with the bigger lineup. I want a Kogi to come off the bench. I don't like him starting. So
Who's starting?
Kogi,
Oh,
come bring him off the bench. Stop. What is his name? Case Geo. Yeah. I forget his last name. That's his name. He got like a hyphenated last name thing going on. But I like him and his size, and him and KD. And then you got Bill Booker. We're gonna be pretty, man. That'll be a pretty large starting lineup, man. So I'm excited for this year, man. Hopefully we're gonna get to a game this year for sure. Cause man, they're gonna be expensive though, because these boys are gonna be really good. So let's get pumped. We hopefully we got a preseason game going soon.
We're gonna go see Phoenix play.
Yeah, if they're a boo-boo team, you know what I'm saying, it'd be a little cheaper if we
Right.
see if they go play the
Somebody like maybe the Lakers.
well, no, that'd be expensive. The Lakers,
Right,
That'd
that's
be
what I'm
that'd
saying.
be really expensive.
That'd be an expensive
right?
game, but
So
if
you
you
want to go
wanna
see
see
them? The Pelicans, maybe they might play well this year though. I can't say the Clippers. They always trash, but they got a lot of good players. I don't know who's gonna be a cheap game. Who really sucks?
Maybe Milwaukee.
Portland won't even be a cheap game because Aiton on there, and they really suck.
Detroit, maybe.
Yeah, Detroit, San Antonio. That might be a cheap game to go to.
They have Wembanyama now.
Yeah, Wembanyama, but I don't know, man. Is he box office yet? He ain't even played. I think that might be one of the cheaper games to go to there.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, we go to the San Antonio, see them. But that's it for me in sports. Run comic books real fast. We can get up out of here.
Comic Book Corner. Sponsored by.
Let's talk about Loki, man. First episode dropped this week. It's pretty dope. Pretty dope, man. Loki is always good show. The first season was good. Second season, let's see what they do, man. It started off right where they left off from the last season. A lot of twists and turns, cliffhangers. So it's gonna be good, man. It's gonna bring back a lot of the people who've been crying and acting like little girls during the first or the second. Is it the second phase or the phase one? Phase two, yeah. It's phase two of this new phase.
Yeah.
So a lot of people have been crying about it because the new characters they're bringing in and everything hasn't connected yet. But like I say all the time, that's the way it was the first time. We have a short memory. Endgame, it's not as good at that, but you know how long it took to build up with that the first time? Right. Like it wasn't, that's not how it worked. But I thought it was pretty good, man. I did not catch the last episode of Ahsoka yet. We forgot to watch it. That was the finale of that.
Oh, so we missed the episode. Okay.
Yeah, we ain't watch it. You don't care anyway.
Well, I have to go back and watch the whole thing because first, for me, I need to watch I need to finish up on the Rebels. I need to finish the Rebels before I watch Ahsoka because I'm lost. Man, I'm 100% lost. I'm like,
okay.
Going on? I don't get it.
Maybe you look out of your phone for like 10
seconds. Well, maybe
seconds.
If I wasn't playing with the baby.
Mm-hmm. We're going to hit you with another one of these.
Okay, that's cool. You finna get a lot of those coming up here in a second.
Whatever. And let's go ahead and go to the game. All right, we got some trivia coming up.
Let's get ready to play trivia for Loot. Sponsored by.
Make you guys have some fun somehow.
Well, oh man, and the music.
All right. So in the trivia game, there are a total of 10 questions. 10 questions. You get 7 out of the 10 correct, and we will give you a
free t-shirt. And we still haven't made Bridget her t-shirt because
it'll be worked on next week.
Man.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Ready?
Let's do it.
No, but come on.
Set. Question 1. Voice actor Mel Blanc was known as the voice of which of the following cartoon characters? A. Underdog. B. Popeye.
You can see it there.
C. Fred Flintstone. Or D. Bugs Bunny.
Mel Blanc. Who the heck is that? I'm going to say Underdog. Shoot, I don't know.
And I'm going to give you one of these.
Oh man,
it's D. Bugs Bunny.
It is D. Bugs
never
Bunny.
Heard of Mel Blanc.
Mel Blanc, he did all the voices for Looney Tunes.
Well, y'all just go keep hitting the button. Come on.
All right. Next question.
Oh my God.
Which well-known comedian and actor did the voice of the genie in Disney's 1992 animated musical Aladdin?
It's a layup. It's pretty easy.
So with Mel Blanc then? Shit, I mean, I don't know. Shit, what you? No.
Can I say the answer?
Yeah.
It's Robin Williams.
Robin Williams. Nanu.
Yeah. You know what? Let's just stop right now. Okay, let's go. He gonna keep hitting the button.
True or false? Wayne Allwine and his wife Russie Taylor voiced the characters of Mickey and Minnie Mouse for over 20 years.
I'm just gonna say true. I don't
know.
Yeah,
I'm agree with you.
Oh, thank God. The answer is true. I don't know where my board guy went. Can't
Jimmy.
give me the next question. Jimmy.
Jimbo.
I mean,
We need the next question, G.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
What's up, baby?
that's true.
What?
Question. Tom Kenny is the primary voice actor for which aquatic children's cartoon?
Aquatic. Let me see.
Ooh, this is
Is it gonna help me?
Isn't this one not a multiple choice?
Oh well, hell, I don't know.
I know it.
Aquatic. Wait a minute. Aquatic children's cartoon too. Like now?
Okay. You asking me?
No, she asking me. I don't even know who Tom Kenny is and what aquatic. Nemo. I don't know.
No, it is. Huh?
That
It
ain't
is.
aquatic. You said aquatic.
An aquatic children's cartoon.
Oh yeah,
SpongeBob.
SpongeBob. Damn. You know
It's
what? Let's stop
SpongeBob.
this.
Tom Kenny's in everything.
Oh gosh. I don't know none of
True
these.
or false?
Pluto.
Hank Azaria is a well-known voice actor who was the voice of Pluto for over 40 years.
I'm gonna just say true.
Mm-hmm. I would too. I'm gonna
it is false.
Oh my goodness.
Your
Oh, that wasn't my fault. He said he gave you wrong answer. You rolled with it. You should have just went with the opposite.
Oh Lord.
All right. Next question is: which celebrity did the voice of Shaggy Rogers
What? That's his last name,
from
Rogers?
the television program
Hell
Scooby Doo
You know
from 1969 to
you know Shaggy?
1997?
Which
Shaggy, like 2002, they declared him
what?
as
Which
vegetarian.
celebrity did the
He's
voice of
vegetarian.
Shaggy Rogers? Oh,
Did you smoking
wait a
all that
minute.
marijuana?
Oh,
Especially in the
I know
2000
my
movies.
Shaggy. Girl, look, I just watch the cartoons. Y'all are asking some stuff. Y'all gonna have to make me go and study voiceover stuff.
I don't even know. I don't know who did it.
Robin Williams. Hell, I know they. Wait, I know it ain't Robin Williams. I'm joking.
Tupac Shakur.
No. Oh my gosh.
I have no idea. That's a hard one.
Know.
That's hard. Yeah.
I don't know. Casey
What? What?
I remember
I didn't
Casey
know that.
Casey Kasem.
I remember him. He was American. No, that was
American
Yeah,
Bandstand.
okay, it was
American
American
Bandstand.
Bandstand,
Yeah.
they're called apartments, but what are they? The single units in a bigger building?
In the United States, they're called apartments. But what are the single units in a bigger building that people can rent called in the United Kingdom?
I think I know.
Kingdom.
I think I know.
Flats? I don't know.
Yep.
They are called flats.
That's it.
Oh, okay. Thank God.
To my flat.
What Washington, D.C. building is the largest library in the United States, holding almost twice as many volumes as the second largest?
Dang.
The library? I was going to say the Smithsonian. That ain't it.
That's a museum.
They got the African American Museum. That ain't it.
It's a library.
What is in DC? And I've been to DC too. Oh shoot! It's gonna probably be something on the tip of my tongue that I ain't even thinking of.
Yeah, that's a hard one. I don't remember either.
And I'm usually pretty good at history. Look, you couldn't even tell somebody you're gonna be doing trivia, but I don't know the answer.
Look, I can't give a guess on everything. They could be trying to go back and try to let me think what trivia she gonna be trying to give me.
Well, he know the answer.
I don't. What is it? He's cheating.
How am I cheating?
He already knows.
He already got the answer over there, so that's
just go ahead, hit the button.
Up there.
Hit the button.
The answer's up there.
Exactly. Thank you. The answer's up there. I'm gonna guess the Library of Congress.
He know that's the answer.
Yeah.
That's why
you don't know nothing about the Library of
Congress.
Congress. Yeah.
But Library of Congress is the answer.
I'm not even thinking that.
Yeah.
Why don't everybody think?
I'm
Jimmy
thinking
Because
Stewart is
if you
cool.
wasn't by
I
the
was
computer,
thinking
you
too-
wouldn't know
thinking
that.
too
That's
hard.
why.
Yes, I would.
Thought
I
too
would get
hard.
go. Bill Duffy. Watch this.
Stop it. Name one person in Congress, bro.
I don't know about Congress.
Right.
But I know what the Library of Congress is.
All right, man.
All right.
Okay,
Played by Tyra Burrell, Phil Dunphy is a real estate agent on what sitcom whose final episode aired in April 2020?
on the episode.
I think I know
Tyra
it.
Burrell.
Phil Dunphy, and it's a
Phil
TV
Dunphy,
show.
A TV
Mhm.
show.
Played by Ty
Girl, who was
Burrell.
watching TV in 2020? They was trying not to get sick and get COVID.
Well, you was sitting in the house, so you ain't had nothing much to do.
No,
but
I
watch
Phil
watched
TV.
TV. My
Dunphy
mom
is
at
a
that
real
time,
estate
so I wasn't
agent?
doing that.
I have no idea what this
Phil
show
Dunphy-
is.
Tyra Burrell.
2.5 Men? I don't know.
He wasn't a real estate agent, I don't think.
No, there was a 2.5 Men. His wife, their mother was a real estate agent.
And dude wrote jingles.
Yeah.
I forget what the nerd did.
Yeah, I don't remember what
I
he
don't
did.
remember what he
He was an
did.
accountant
Or something. Yeah, he was
Mm.
something. We talked about a whole different show. I'm trying to segue out. I don't know because I don't know who. I don't even know what show.
I don't know what it is. I don't know.
Phil
either.
Dunphy, a real estate agent on a sitcom.
I'm so lost.
What?
Is it a popular show?
It is.
A popular
Super
show?
It is.
Modern Family.
There you go.
Oh, that's
What?
right. I forgot about him. You know what? I didn't watch that often, but you're
So
right.
I didn't
which
watch it
one?
either,
I
but I know
forgot.
You talking about
Modern
the gay
Family.
couple? The gay
No,
couple?
he was
He was-
married.
he was the-
married
he was
to
the married
to
dude.
the woman. To the woman.
Because
Oh,
at first I was
the
thinking
woman
of,
is a real estate
Phil,
agent.
yeah. No,
Yeah,
Phil
the
was the
Modern
real
Family.
estate agent.
Yeah,
I
he
didn't know
was.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was the real estate
messing
agent.
with, that Mexican chick.
Right.
yeah, right. Modern Family. I'm gonna say I got it right. I was like, what show in 2020?
All right, y'all.
Oh my goodness.
This is the last and final question. July 13th, 2023.
Huh?
Initially constructed as a temporary advertisement for a local real estate
so I should know.
development.
Oh, I know what this is.
2023 will mark the 100th anniversary
You know what this is.
of the construction of what famous 9 letters?
You talking about the LGBTQ stuff? What are you talking about? What?
She said that with so much confidence.
No, I'm not saying that with confidence. I didn't say that was right. I was asking the question. I never said it was right.
Oh man.
I was asking the question.
No.
What? 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 Well, I should know these
It was
things.
constructed as a advertisement for local real estate. That's the only reason it was built.
Advertisement for local real estate.
Mhm.
It has 9 letters.
Real estate. I don't know what you're talking about.
Hollywood, the Hollywood
Hollywood.
letters. The Hollywood
Oh hell!
letters.
That was an easy one.
But I would have never thought that was. Look, no, that ain't got nothing to do with real estate.
Hollywood. Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah, it was
They was
originally
building houses.
supposed to be a land development, and they was
Mhm.
gonna call the neighborhood Hollywood, and they put those signs up there for an advertisement.
They don't teach us that in real estate. So y'all need to go back to class. That is not in real estate class. That's not in real estate class. I don't.
Hey,
Okay,
Well,
now I know that.
We thank you though for being a good sport and playing. We
I'm like,
appreciate it.
that's not I ain't see that nowhere on my exam. That is not going to help me in the negotiations. Okay.
At all.
at all.
But all right,
Wow.
we appreciate everybody for watching today. We appreciate you, Charise, for coming through and talking to us about your motivational speaking and everything else you have going on.
Mhm.
Tell everybody how to contact you, and if anybody wants to get you to come to their event, let them know how to get you.
Sure. They can contact me. I do have my what she said .biz website, which is www.whatshesaid, and it has on there you can book or reserve now, so you can book me there.
Okay.
Also, I have my email address is on there as well, which is Charise at whatshesaid.biz.
Okay.
My business number is 602-699-2096.
Mm-hmm.
I would love for you to reach out to me. And on there, on my website, I want to talk again about the play that's coming up next on the 14th.
Okay.
And also, you can order a hard copy of the She Said Yes to Herself anthology, unapologetically anthology book as well.
Dope.
Okay.
Dope. We really appreciate you
No,
coming
I
through and
appreciate
telling us
you.
about your story and everything. I know it's always tough to talk about personal things, but we really appreciate it. Thanks everyone for watching today. Appreciate you, Iesha, Jimmy. I'm Dip to the Lean.
I'm
Peace
Jimmy.
out.
Holla holla.
We're done.
Thanks for watching another episode of Habari Live. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and get updates on news, the podcast, and more. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter. And don't forget to visit www.habarientertainment.com. See you next week. Peace.